He's not looking at airplanes anymore, he's staring at monsters that rule the skies, engines that roar like thunder, shadows that stretch across cities. These are the 5 cargo titans that changed aviation forever. Number 5. Ilyushin Il-76. Born in the Cold War, built for chaos. The Ilyushin Il-76 wasn't designed for luxury, it was built to survive anything: dirt, dust, ice, or war. This aircraft doesn't care. Its massive landing gear lets it touch down on unpaved runways that would destroy other jets. Inside, it can carry more than 50 tons of cargo, tanks, food, fuel, or even vehicles, and deliver them where roads don't exist. When disasters strike and the world's watching from afar, this jet goes in. It's the backbone of the United Nations, the Red Cross, and dozens of military forces. You'll find it in Africa dropping supplies, in Afghanistan hauling troops, or in Siberia bringing life to frozen towns. And the price? Somewhere between a few million and around $10 million, depending on age and upgrades. Cheap compared to what it can do, because this isn't just a freighter, it's a lifeline. The Il-76 doesn't just carry cargo, it carries hope. Number 4. Antonov and 124 Ruslan. Now we go bigger, much bigger. The Antonov and 124 Ruslan is a flying factory floor, a steel giant that looks like it could eat smaller planes for breakfast. Its nose opens upward, revealing a cargo bay that could fit 2 full trucks inside, end to end. It was designed to carry things the world thought were too big to fly. Helicopters, locomotives, industrial generators, even pieces of nuclear reactors. The AN-124 can lift 150 tons of payload and travel thousands of miles non-stop. Its landing gear has 24 wheels, enough to balance a small building. And when it rolls down the runway, everything around it shakes. The price for one of these Ukrainian-built giants? Between $50 and $90 million, depending on condition. That's pocket change for global logistics companies like Volga-Dnepr or Antonov Airlines, because the Ruslan is their secret weapon. It turns impossible shipments into routine jobs. For the rest of us, it's not just a plane, it's a flying miracle. Number 3. Boeing 747-8F. Some planes serve countries. This one serves the world. The Boeing 747-8F, the queen of the skies, is what keeps global trade alive. You've seen her silhouette in the clouds, that iconic hump stretching across the horizon, but inside, she's all business. A cargo deck that swallows 140 tons of goods, from electronics and engines to billion-dollar art pieces. Each flight can move enough freight to fill 10 semi-trucks and do it faster than any ship or train ever could. Its range? Nearly 8,000 miles. It can leave Hong Kong at sunset and land in New York before sunrise, carrying half the internet's orders. When Boeing priced it, the number turned heads, around $418 million. But major carriers like Lufthansa Cargo, Qatar Cargo, and Atlas Air didn't blink. Because this isn't just an airplane, it's the heartbeat of modern trade. Every time a 747-8F takes off, the world gets smaller. Number 2. Lockheed C-5 Galaxy/C-5M Super Galaxy. Now we enter the military's domain, where cargo isn't packages, it's power. The Lockheed C-5 Galaxy is what the US Air Force calls strategic airlift. That means when America needs to move an army, a tank, or even a satellite, this jet does it. It's 247 feet long, has a wingspan of 222 feet, and towers higher than a 6-story building. Its cargo hold can fit 2 M1 Abrams tanks side by side, or carry an entire company's worth of gear across continents. The Galaxy can take off with 380 tons of total weight, and once airborne, it refuels mid-air and keeps going, reaching anywhere on Earth. Inside, it's not just a plane, it's a mobile warehouse, climate-controlled and equipped with its own loading system. The modernized C-5M Super Galaxy adds new engines, avionics, and efficiency, pushing its cost into the hundreds of millions per aircraft. Each one costs as much as a skyscraper, but its worth is measured in missions. When this jet moves, nations notice. It doesn't just transport, it delivers power. Number 1, Antonov and 225 Mriya, and now, the legend, the king, the aircraft that looked impossible until it flew, the Antonov and 225 Mriya, meaning the dream in Ukrainian, was the single largest aircraft ever built. 6 engines, 32 wheels, a wingspan wider than a football field. Standing beside it feels like standing next to a building that learned to fly. It was originally built to carry the Soviet space shuttle Burin. But soon, it became the world's favorite super freighter, transporting rockets, turbines, trains, and even other airplanes. It could lift over 250 tons in one flight, a record no aircraft has ever matched. When it flew, cities stopped to watch. When it landed, it drew crowds like a celebrity. And when it was destroyed during the war in Ukraine, it wasn't just a loss for one country, it was a loss for aviation history. To rebuild the An-225 today would cost anywhere from $500 million to over $3 billion, depending on how much of the original design is recreated. But for pilots, engineers, and dreamers everywhere, that price doesn't matter. Because Mriya wasn't just an aircraft, it was proof that humans could outfly limits. From battlefields to billionaires' hangars, from dust to dominance, these 5 aircraft didn't just carry cargo, they carried human ambition. 5 giants, 1 sky. Which one would you dare to fly?